Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be looking over a money making method which I've kind of spotted out on MarketWatch, and you'll hear me say it in the episode. It looks remarkably cheap and a really good way to make some AFK GP. Now I know you guys love AFK money makers, so as soon as I saw it, I thought it was worthwhile doing a video on. Today we're going to be focusing on mining Orichalcite and Dracolith. Now you might ask, why are you picking these two ores? They are very random to pick. This is mainly because the prices of these stone spirits are very cheap, and the prices of the ores have gone up quite considerably over the past couple of weeks. So just to make sure that all the GP works currently, we're going to just do a couple of price checks just to see where we are with current prices. So an Orichalcite ore, that's what I needed, is currently valued at 4k on the Grand Exchange, but I have a feeling it might be a little bit higher. There we go, it's not currently buying for over 7,000 coins. So if I go an instant sell, it's going to buy for a price of just under 12,000, which again is crazy. Like, it's instant selling for just under 8,000 coins as well. And the reason why is an Orichalcite bar is actually a little bit higher than normal. So on the Grand Exchange price on MarketWatch, I think it was, about 13k. I imagine because of an ore price like that, it's going to be slightly higher. So 15,000 coins for an Orichalcite bar. Now, Dracolith is the same, and it's very similar to how we do primal ores. I always recommend price checking the two ores because one might be selling for significantly more than the other. So as you can see, Dracolith is selling for 7,000 coins, which is a very, very good price for Dracolith, but it's very much outperformed by the Orichalcite. So this is why you price check stuff before going in. So as you can see by my history, I have already bought some Orichalcite stone spirits. These instant bought for just under 1,000 coins. So just for 1,000 coins, we can get double the ore. And even if we're working off the minimum price of 8,000 coins, and that means we're making 17,000 coins per ore because it's being doubled with the stone spirit. Now, if Dracolith was a better price, that could also be a decent option, but we'll check the price for this as well. This might buy a little bit lower because the ore is in less demand, but we shall see. Yep, 700 coins, but for either one, they are both very, very good. Now, with this money making method, you've got two options. You can either sell the ore for the ore price, which is what I currently recommend with the price of that Orichalcite, or you can smith them into the Orichalcite bars if you go and get both ores. At the minute, how it currently sits, I would just sort of recommend for you to target Orichalcite ore. Mine Orichalcite ore for that price, but pretty much sell it after every invo. Because of how high and over mid price it currently is, the price will be very volatile, so you don't want to be sat on it for too long. So because we're going to mine, there is a way to actually make this fully AFK. So what I recommend in terms of an info and some items to take, I would recommend to take the full golem outfit if you have it. Again, you need level 60 to mine Orichalcite, but I recommend a higher level mining. And if you have the outfit from invention, that's only going to help you and give you a boost. You want your best pickaxe possible. The Grace of the Elves is nice, but it's not essential if you have a ore box. You can use the ore box instead of a Grace of the Elves, because you can store the ore, but you just need to bank more often. But to be fair, Artisan's Workshop is quite close, so it actually isn't that bad. Now, how we're going to make this AFK is we're going to use Stone Spirits in conjunction with a perfect mining Juju Potion. These two, you've seen me do it on the Living Rock Caverns in Gold. It actually does work at Orichalcite and Dracolith, I've found. It probably does work at the higher tier ones, but it can be a little less AFK because I imagine you will have to reset your stamina at points. I might go and test it out in the end of the video, but for at least for Orichalcite and Dracolith, you can make this fully AFK. Now, you don't need to buy a Juju Perfect Mining Potion if you have the ability to make the Perfect Plus Potion from the Elf City Herblore. This actually lasts for 4 hours, so rather than having to do a dose every hour, you can do it every 4 hours. But that is pretty much it. Some other nice things to bring as well are Mining Urns and the Urn Enhancer, and also the Premier Artifact if you are going down the route of using porters. This can help reduce it by 50% for an hour. Another method, if you really wanted to go that route, is to use Magic Notepaper. Magic Notepaper at the minute is not really that expensive, 571 coins. So if you wanted to do it, you can use Magic Notepaper as well. And one thing I would sort of recommend is a little bit of a buff. Again, with how mining works, your strength level does help. So you can actually use the Elder Cauldrons in the war area. So the higher your strength level is, the better it can be. So if you wanted to try overloads, you can do that as well. Now, so where we're going to go and mine both of these, we're going to do this in Falador. The Dracolith is actually hidden behind the Dungeoneering shortcut. So you do need level 65, I believe, to be able to access it. Definitely worth it because Dracolith is quite annoying to get to. It's basically where the Nature Rune altar is, and these two ores both being in the same mine really do help this as well. Further boosts as well can be things like the Quarrymaster Aura, which can give you a buff in the mining skill as well, and also things like a Lava Titan or any sort of form of mining familiar. A Gargoyle is very good as well. Can just give you that hidden boost just to help out as well. But that pretty much covers most of the items you go in Spring. If you don't know where the mining guide is, it's just south of Falador East Bank, and you come down these stairs here. Now, once you get to the Orichalcum, it's just here, the red ore is what we're looking for. Again, we're going to focus on this because it's a high price, but we'll go and get started. Now, I've already got a Juju mining potion going, and I am going to be using the porters. Now, as you can see, how it worked with the gold ore is that because you get an ore essentially, because it's a double stone and you're also using a mining Juju, your stamina bar resets. So here we go, we're about to get it. And as you can see, the stamina bar is reset. So this pretty much means that this mining method, focusing on one Orichalcum rock, is essentially fully AFK. Now, I have tried this on the Bond account, which has a lower level mining, a lower level pickaxe, and it's still of this level. It does get lower than my main account, but it obviously would because of the levels and the buffs and stuff. But it is fully AFK on that as well. Now, you do need the Stone Spirits. So Stone Spirits and the Juju Potions work together, and they are both essential to making sure that this effect works. But this can be something where you can fully involve a full 15 minutes of AFK and make a lot of GP as well. So if you're looking to train your mining, you only need level 60 mining to do Orichalcum, and as you can see, it's one of those where you could do this quite easily AFK and work. I'm in a minute playing a bit of FIFA. I'm in the FIFA mode now, so what I've been doing, rather than having the account logged out, I've been doing this so I can make a little bit of profit and also get some note paper as well. Mining is a very note paper heavy skill, which is why I've been doing it so much on the main account. I've been doing gold, but this is definitely a valid method to make a lot more GP with this as well. So you can get a lot of GP doing Orichalcum and doing this as well. Now, if you wanted to, if Dracolift works just as well, I'll show you where the Dracolift is. Over here, you can see the mysterious entrance. This is going to take you to a part where you can do both Lumite and Dracolift. Lumite is one where it can also be very good. As you can see, this will also work with the normal rune ore. Once you get an ore, it will pretty much, providing I've got a Stone Spirit, yeah, I should have a Stone Spirit, it will just reset your stamina, and again, you just keep on mining as well. So with the price of mining and mining ores, very much worthwhile utilizing this method, not just for gold ore, but for all different things here. So inside this Dungeoneering hideout, you do have the ability to do Dracolift. Lumite is very good as well at points. Lumite can definitely make you some profit at different points as well. So as you can see, very good. You can continue to chase your opportunities if you wanted to have a bit of an eye on the account. That is only going to boost up your rates for which you're going to get the ores out of this as well. But again, for anyone looking to train their mining, a fantastic way to do a very hard AFK and make some considerable GP at the minute. Will Orichalcum continue to hold that price for the time being? Maybe. I don't think it will be for very long because that is considerably high for an Orichalcum ore, and it will come down eventually as well. You see it with like Nechrite and all the other bars. They go up and down so often. And again, I think it's because these ores aren't dropped in boss tables, so it relies completely on the skilling input of coming into the game, which I don't think I'm mad at. I quite like that the price is completely relating to how much is coming in via skilling. It encourages people to use skilling methods to go and get the items because the profit's good. So definitely for that as well. As you see, with the Stone Spirits, we're getting 2 ores every time, and that price is pretty decent. I'm seeming, with the rates I was getting on the noob account, I was going to be somewhere in the midst of about 400 to 450 ores per hour, which don't sound a lot, but selling them for 12k each, you're in the best part about 5.5 mil. So it can be decent, and obviously, like, the better your stats are, the better your levels are, the better your equipment is, you will make more money per hour as well. So that is Orichalcum. We'll go and throw those in the Grand Exchange at a low price just to go and prove that they work. Not only that as well, when we throw these in the Grand Exchange and go to sell them, I'm actually going to go and visit Light Amica, just to see if, even with the higher tier of that rock, we can actually still do it. So it'll be really interesting to see if we can pull that off. Because again, you high level miners who may want to make a little bit more GP, you can definitely do that as well. As you see, because of me recording a video, it never does sell instantly, but you did see we instant sold for 8,000 coins. We'll leave them in the Grand Exchange, and I'm sure they'll sell by the time we finish as well. But that's why it's so important, especially with methods like this, to capitalize on them now, because they won't be that price forever and they will go down eventually. Now, for an ore which is more consistent to the price we've just seen, like the 8-9Ks, light and dark Amica are pretty solid in terms of their sell price. So I'm just going to go see if this method basically works there as well. If it does, it just means that the highest form of runes is AFK via the stone spirits and the mining methods. So they are just past the Ripper demons. I know this because I spent forever actually killing Ripper dinosaurs. I wanted to originally get some of the eggs for farming very early, and I spent a lot of time killing them. So this is the Dark Amica Rock. Basically, let's just see if this is going to work with us as well. Same combo, we are using the Stone Spirits and the Mining Juju. As you can see, because it's such a high tier of ore, it is going to take you a lot longer to get the ore, so you will get lower ore per hour. But again, if this is something you can fully AFK and not pay attention to, it's going to be worth it. And as you can see, it's also worked there as well. With something like light and dark Amica, and especially like the primal ores as well, it definitely does work with primal ores because I've done it before. I kind of chase the rock opportunities. I think the rock opportunities give you such a big boost in terms of your like mining that they're worth doing and they're worth chasing as well. So that little bit, possibly don't miss out on as well. Make sure you're doing that in the meantime. And then finally, just to wrap up this video, we have paid a little bit of a visit to the primal ores, which also work on the same thing, where you can use the stone spirits along with the mining juju potion to make sure that you can get AFK mining. Again, on release, the primal ores were very much worthwhile using the stone spirits to get the pickaxe. But for any mining you want to do now, you can use the stone spirits to make it fully AFK rather than having to pay attention. Again, with the stone spirit prices, the primal set does have a little bit of a thing where it may not be worth doing because the primal stone spirits are so expensive. But if you can price check beforehand and make sure it's correct, definitely worth doing and definitely worth picking up. However, that's going to be the end of this video. Obviously, the main focus of this was the Orichalcite and Jackalith. But you can see the way we've done this mining method, any other ore apply for. I know it's something that a lot of people have already known, but I thought it was worthwhile doing that a little bit towards the end. Just to show you guys, this isn't just a method for Orichalcite and Jackalith. You can actually do it for all forms of ore as well. But especially high tier ores, keep an eye out for these opportunities because they really will help you out in getting more ore. But that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.